quickly how to make a TracPac 7. So this is the home screen that you obviously come into when you create an account. You'll see your devices here, serial numbers, last communication, battery level, and the data that's attached to each device. So the first step is going to be to click this 3-line button on the left and then go to your logs tab. Here you'll see all your devices. When you upload them, they'll all show up under your organization here. You have the organization right here. So these are all your devices. You have the download button, which you can grab a CSV with. You can delete a file, and then here's where you'll get your peak-to-peak level and flow ratio charts. And this button right here is for manually uploading the logs. That's when the send to the cloud isn't working. You can mail the file to your phone, and then you can upload it onto here. But for this one, we're going to take this first site, and we're going to click the results tab. So the first step in the process is the map. As you'll see here, this site, Veolia, is in Tennessee. So I currently have the icon in Tennessee. You can drag this around here, so you can drag it to any location that you'd like. For now, I'm going to keep it right here. So we can use playback on this by just hitting the find button at the bottom.
INI detected with an increase of 4.83 times the dry day flow.
And right there it shows us our increase, and we get the red ring because it's over a 4.5 increase, which exceeds the EPA's standard of 4.5 times, meaning excessive INI. And you'll see also the rain on this map. The log file review page gives you the flow ratio and the level, but the main page is the study results because you get the level, you get the peak-to-peak charts, and you get the flow ratio charts. So this is the preliminary thing that the customers will see, and this is probably the easiest thing for them to do and to look at because they just hit a button and everything appears there. Now if they want to get flows and they want to look at the bar charts and pie charts of their data, they're going to have to create a study. So you hit that create button up there and it creates one for you. I went ahead and created one. I just have to find out which one it was. Okay, here we go. So this one, I simply just add a site by clicking the actions button, and then you can hit add new site here. And one of these will pop up on your page, and then you just drag it to your location. So I'm still in Tennessee right here.
INI detected
You still
with an
get the
increase
playback
of
here.
4.83 times the dry day flow.
So what we're going to want to do here is we're going to want to put in a population. So the easiest way to do that is by clicking on the site. It'll highlight it, coming up here to the actions button, editing selected site, and then putting in a number in for the households. So I'm going to put in 25. So now we put that in there, we can go to log file review, and in this tab we'll get our level chart, but then we'll get a flow chart for the population that we put in. So for getting our flows, it was as simple as putting in those households. Now there's two ways to do the households. Either you look at the water bills and do it that way, or you have the population model, which we show in another video. Lastly, after you get the flows from the households, you can click on the study results tab, and this is where you'll get your bar charts and your pie charts. So right here we have the base flow, groundwater, rain-derived INI, and the total INI. So this is helpful for the TracPac 7 because you can use it for one site and it'll give you all this information, which should be helpful to the customer. They can also export it to a PDF or to an Excel. PDF will give you this exact image, and the Excel will give you the data behind each image. So it'll give you the data for each day within this range, the March 13th to April 9th. But it's pretty much as simple as that for getting them to know this stuff. It's probably easy for me because I've been doing it for a while, but the best thing is to just keep looking at it at least once a day, and eventually it'll just become like the back of your head.